Okay, the black pieces to start. I feel like this is every single time. Always get the black pieces. We never start with the London. Why b6? Well, I can't really play the London with black, and I don't really want to bother trying to. Rather just play a simple setup, and I think this is one of the best universal moves as black. You can play it against anything. So I thought, may as well use it. F5, we can bring the knight out. Also cast, ooh, not so sure about that. My bishop is looking very nice. Knight d2 is about to happen. We gotta be ready for that. Let's bring this guy back. Knight f6, probably f3. And my opponent still tries to play this move. Let's go for this. Knight here, rook here. Get the pieces over. Now, e4 is also going to be a target. Okay. That guy in the middle of the board. Knight f6 once again. Knight f6 can even maybe get to h5. There could be some ideas on the g3 square. Do we take? I think it might be a capturing angle. If we go here, there's e5. I'm going to take that. Now the question is, do we go knight f6 or do we trade a pair of rooks and then go knight f6? I can see an argument for both. If he takes with a knight, that's a different story. I'll probably go knight f6. Although e5 definitely deserves some consideration. Let's go here. Rook e1 should drop a pawn. Not so easy to just play that because when I take the rook, one of these pieces is going to have to recapture and then the pawn will be hanging. So he'd have to go this way or move the knight somewhere. And then the other option is to take my knight. But other than those moves, white doesn't really have the natural rook e1 to play. Okay, so knight moves back. I'm thinking about knight h5. Bishop is blunted from b7. It's still on a decent diagonal. h5, h4. Honestly, it seems like maybe a bit too much, but I think I'm going to go for it. It looks feisty. It looks hard to deal with. And it makes a lot of sense with my bishop here to try to get the pawn to h3 and loosen up the f3 pawn and that diagonal. That's exactly what we want, because you know now, if I ever get knight here with pawn takes, that open h file could lead to a mate. I'm going to go here. There's no knight e4. Gotta be that move. And now what? Knight h5 looking pretty good. h3 also looking very tempting. Knight h5, h3. Are there any tricks for me there? Hey, bud.
Hello, hello. You like some Kit Kat bars sent up just close by?
Are they the small ones?
They might be big ones.
But you know, little morsels are never. I enjoyed the ones we had
Do
before.
you like coffee crisp as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like those.
I'll bring some of those.
Yeah, Jeff informed me there was a big shipment.
Yeah.
Big shipment.
Yeah, I didn't get them for Jeff, but I think he's gonna end up eating them.
That's what he
He
thinks.
often
Well,
says
yeah.
he won't eat them, but he ends up eating them.
No, that's what I expect as well. Yeah.
Hey, Deep Blue.
We have this and this. Both are very tempting, right? H3 loosens up this pawn, but knight G3, you know, has some ideas in the corner there. I like H3 a little more. Okay, I'm definitely liking H3 now. Tell you that. You know, if this wins the queen outright, I'm already looking for better, but although rook f3 is tempting, move d5 is pretty annoying, gotta say. You only live once. We have to go with rook f3. For the good people here, the early birds. The good people of the chat. Wow. I calculated queen takes free rook and queen takes free rook. I'll tell you what I did not calculate. Knight e3. I'll be dead honest with you. Didn't calculate that one. I was expecting one of my rooks to disappear. This is going to be a rather painful diagonal. Oof. That's already nasty enough, you know? That's already nasty enough. It's just like, Paolo, my buddy, Big Pal. So what I spent my whole time doing was I was like, okay, you know, we can probably get him to play this. And then this might just be a very funny position where based on the arrangement of his pieces, he doesn't have a way to avoid this check, and well, doesn't have a good way to avoid it. So it's a pretty funny looking position, but black's gonna play like d4 and take here or take there. You're gonna win. I think you're gonna be up a piece here. Rook takes g3 wasn't quite mate. That's the only thing. You can go back rook f3. Or queen f3, let's say. Not quite mate. A good move, though. I think if I had more than 4 seconds, I would have enjoyed that position a little longer. But this is a funny one. Yeah. You know, best move for white is probably this. And you know, the guy's just in a perma box here. Kind of funny. Anyway, let's get to the next one. Dekwene, thanks for the 11 months with Twitch Prime. Man, no white pieces, not yet. They know the power of the London. They're keeping me down here. They're making me play against it, in fact. I'm gonna take it. Ooh, I don't like the look of that move. B3 looks wrong. You probably want your pawns on like B2 and C3, or if you want to play C4, just do it. You don't need this move, it doesn't help anything. B3 doesn't make C4 any more possible. It's already supported 3 times, you know? It's good. It's gonna happen. We get it. Just pretending to tickle the lad here with G4. G4 and H5. Could also take this pawn. But I'm thinking that it's going to be better to protect this. Maybe go H4 myself. I'm thinking bishop here. Does my opponent have anything very strong in response? I hope not. I like my bishop here. Please let me keep it. Can bring it back to C5, play A5. It's very vulnerable. Okay, let's do this. I want to keep it there. I want to go for H4. And with that pawn pinned, I think there's real trouble down the old H file. Gotta go right away. Right away. Wait a minute. What are you planning on doing to get out of checkmate here? Because I don't see it. I gotta be honest. I don't see it. That is not gonna work out. And of course, after rook e1, instead of going checkmate in 2, we can show off our knowledge of mating patterns and go here. This is a good one to know. Caruanavirus, thanks for the 100 bits. Proxmire with 2 gifted subs. Thank you, Proxmire. GG. Some quick KOs to start things off. Are you guys seeing this? Black pieces every single game. There's no balance here. This is like the anti-London speedrun. They don't want me playing it. I'm telling you. Putting that London in my hands is far too strong. All right, I'm taking. We're going all in here. Takes, we're just going to take it right back. Because this guy is a step rook no matter what. We don't have to rush to take it and get ourselves mated. Let's just take back nice and chill. Hey, what's up, Slice Serve? It's the B6 speedrun, exactly. Grab this next. I've been shadow banned from the white pieces. That could be the case, honestly. Okay, let's go for knight c6. Queen e6, maybe we can get a queen trade. And then win the rook. That's the best order of operations. Ooh, what? Wait just a minute here. Hang on just a second here. Quickie Silver 69, thanks for the 9 months. Buddy Quickie. Ian Esther, appreciate the 9 with Prime as well. Love the primes. Exclamation mark prime. Get that free Bezos sub. Pass it over here. Nope. Nope. Yeah, 1-4 ratio. We're getting destroyed here. Let's go for the very ill-advised attack. Very ill-advised. D5, eh? D5, eh? Can't really be trading queens, right? Wouldn't make any sense. What's the damage? I think we have better pawns at the end. Plus I'm hitting b2. As long as I don't get trapped. Which is definitely possible, but I'm hoping not. So at least if he plays b3 and develops the knight, I'll be able to use c3 to get out. Okay, well here it's fine. He didn't even play that, so I can always get out with knight f2. So we'll be chilling here. Pawns are technically even, but my pawns are a lot nicer than his. And yeah, my knight, like I said, will be able to escape. But I don't think we're in a particular rush. Yeah, I can always get out like this. Right. Here. Knight f2, knight e3. At worst case, we can play knight e5. Knight d4 threatens that. Knight d4 definitely looks like the correct move. So knight takes, king here, knight takes, king here, knight here, and we're all getting out. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. I think these knights are gonna just drive him crazy. Rook here, knight here, king here, knight here, rook here, knight here, rook here, knight check, knight takes. Like, I can see the guy having a literal nightmare. Also, a rook getting over to h8 looks fairly nasty. Here's knight h4. Huh. Yeah, that knight on g2 is not allowing a lot of checkmates. Maybe always repeat. Always repeat. And then always repeat again. He goes here. Okay, but now he's not even getting this pawn. He might think rook c8, and he has that, but rook a7 is the annoying one. Should trap the knight. Check. Maybe this one just to piss him off. Just to remind him that this knight's really annoying. Just to remind him that those knights have been dancing circles around him all game. Yeah, those knights have been hurting this game. They really have. Ever since all the way back here, the knight got to g4, and bishop g5. Unfortunately, just a mistake because, well, this looks forced. And here, my knight's not getting trapped, so yeah, the pawn is lost. And then yeah, this pawn doesn't really matter too much. And okay, this move shouldn't have happened, but tempting. Very tempting. I think so too, Coacher. P-Dub Mills, thanks for the 13 months with Twitch Prime. Let's jump into another one. Some delivery.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Caruana Virus, for the bits. When am I going to get the white pieces is a great question. This is the speedrun where we never actually play the opening that the speedrun is about. So I'm teaching the London system with the black pieces and me playing b6. That's what we're learning. Does Eric actually have rabies?
I think I'm one of the first people to survive. A raccoon actually has been twice in 3 days. It stole food from me twice. A&W and 4 slices of pizza.
Is that even a raccoon at this point? That's a neighbor.
No, because we saw the damage and it was animal damage, but the way they pulled it, they didn't make a mess. They made a mess dragging it down the steps. Like it was
very impressive.
It wasn't a human because there's like shriveled pepperoni like on the steps and a bit of tomatoes, like pizza sauce. Like they They spilt dragging it down, but they didn't spill in the extraction. I have rabies. It's clear.
But you're a survival case.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna survive. I feel funny. I feel funny. I brought you some food, some snacks. We have a snack tray here.
That's friendly. A snack tray.
Oh, they're not necessarily full size. Like this is kind of like a friendly size.
That's
I don't know if you like
that is a little bit more than the small sizes. Yeah. If you got those on Halloween, you'd be peaking as a kid for sure. I can tell you guys, this guy's gonna get absolutely rolled here. There's no way he survives this. There's no way. The amount of open lines that this position has, it's dead. It's done. Now it looks tempting to do this, but there is bishop to g5. This is the very simple move, which will just absolutely destroy. Rook takes f3 is another crushing move. But what is the best one? I'm not too sure. Everything looks great here. It really does. Huh. So if we go here, the game is basically gonna end. But there's bishop g5. And then you just... This move just flies in there. It's so over, I'm really at a loss for which move to choose. I wonder what you play as white. It's so hard to even continue the game. I would hate to have to make a move as white here. Rook takes f3, I think strikes me as the most correct move on the last turn. But this just looks rough. 13 months from King, AJ7. Wow, that's a huge hand. King Ace Jack 7. Thanks for the 13, dude. Anyone have some suggestions for white? Oof, I don't think that's it. You know what's possible is I could take, and then my opponent might take here. Might. It doesn't work, but let's say they're like a good player. They might find queen takes rook. And then if rook takes, suddenly they can take my queen. But then I just go back here and mate. So it's almost like it's a bait as if I've blundered. Right? And here it is. It's like, oh, oops, what a blunder. Now my queen can be taken. But I'm just gonna check you and mate you with the bishop. Fresh as ever. Hey, real black queen. Probably not a mate bunglet, but it's definitely very convincing. Let's keep going. We're at 1650. Let's push for 1700. It's been very smooth so far. But we've been getting the black pieces every game. Isn't that the case? Like, what is with this? We've only played like one game with white. How is this possible? Maybe we'll get the exact same line. We can play it all over again. Whoa. Whoa. Who are you? And what is this? Queen d3 is a really strange looking move. Oh, he wishes it was his bishop. Maybe. What are these games? What are these games? What's happening right now? I just sit down and play and people just leave. A game abandoned energy. Yeah, he's trying to do a b6 speedrun. He keeps getting the white pieces. I'm trying to do London. I keep getting the black pieces. That's definitely possible. Silveredo. Thank you to Chevy Silveredo. Thanks for the $50, dude. Vids have helped a ton. I would have to hypothesize you might be talking about habits. Maybe some other ones as well. But that's been a popular series. Thanks for the $50 dono. Some support here for the channel. Silveredo. That's very kind of you, bro. Can I ask, are you from YouTube? We've had some people coming over from YouTube because of our latest videos, like the, I guess, IRL outdoor chess videos. So big shout out to anyone who might be watching for almost their first time ever, if not the first time. A lot of the content on our YouTube comes from the live stream here on Twitch, where we hang out, have a good time. But the latest content from YouTube, or that's been released on YouTube, wasn't live streamed first. It was just recorded. So hello to the YouTube frogs. That's right. That background ain't cheap. You gotta respect the Toronto rent, you know? It looks like, yeah, we're the exact same rating pretty much, so this is for 1700 on the dot, satisfying everyone's OCD. Try to go bishop a6. Okay, my bishop's on a pretty good diagonal as a result of this. Well, I can do this. Takes, and queen c2, but after rook c1, I don't like letting all those pieces in there. That feels like it could go south. Can we make that work? I don't think so. Too sketchy. Too sketchy. Takes, knight takes, forced. I'm threatening bishop c5 there. If rook c1, queen a4 hits that bishop. That could be the saving tempo, allowing me to play bishop c5. I'm gonna go for it. I've convinced myself that it's good. Yeah, rook c1, queen a4, and then bishop c5 immediately. And if he takes, I can take with the pawn and just basically shut the c file down. Who likes winter? Winter makes your PP shrink. Dude, that's why real chads with massive dongs like winter. It separates the men from the boys. That way, all the people that are experiencing summer inflation are exposed. Like you. Microscopic dick having ass. I'm able to finally gain more separation from guys like you, you know? That helps me in the old dating pool. I think it's bishop c5. Tempting is this, because it would trade things, but there is a rook there, so I think we gotta go for this. There's a knight takes e5 move here. Gets a little sweaty after knight takes c5 though. Not to my liking. Can take. No way that my opponent queen trades, so probably knight takes. Knight takes e5. Huh. Just keep it simple and castle now. I don't think this is a threat because A2's hanging, and I'm already up a pawn here, so if my opponent trades all these minor pieces, only going to benefit me. Could take that, but let's keep it simple. Pawn is hanging. This is kind of a threat. Let's go here. I don't want to use this one because then sometimes there's some rook c8 like back rank tricks. So let's attack that. Rook a5 is the idea. Rook a1. I do have queen e2 though. If rook here, then rook a5, queen takes. So he's going to keep pushing, which is interesting. That move unfortunately loses. So we're up 2 pawns here. Let's do the old fake out with queen b6. He's not going to fall for it. He's not falling for it. Check. I mean, I guess he could play some insane move. Queen c5 or something. I just want to go here. Try to play a5. Realistically, you should stop that. But I can also put my rook behind this pawn and start pushing. I need to push some pawn. Hitting this pawn with check. Position's a lot easier to win when the queens trade off, and queen there forces the queens off. Also queen here. Rook e2, queen here. Otherwise, probably queen there. Rook b1, I can take that. I think this is the easiest. This is hanging with check, but as long as we keep the pieces behind the pawn, and we're just play a2 and a1. GG. 1700 on the dot. That looks pretty. We'll take it. 1700, yay. It's a nice number. It just, you know, makes me feel good. Satisfies my soul to have rating goals hit on the dot.